Welcome to the Bourbon Band. I'm Phil.
I'm Julie.
It's the last Monday of Buffalo Trace Month 2021.
And we're talking single barrel store picks.
So over the last month, and really since we started this channel, we've been talking a lot about single barrel store picks. We've had a ton of questions about what that means. Single barrel store picks are essentially when a distiller sends samples to liquor stores or clubs or that sort of thing, and those clubs and liquor stores can choose from a couple of samples. If they really like the taste of a barrel, they can have that entire barrel bottled up and shipped to them for sale in their store or to their club or whatever that might be. So these are just a few of the store picks that we've picked up over the last few months here. They come in all shapes and sizes from all types of distilleries. We tended to scoop these up whenever we see them. Not necessarily because they're always better than the shelf stock version of whatever that product is, but because you can get a unique expression of that product. A lot of times pre-COVID, they would allow you to taste these before you bought them, and depending on local regulations, you still could possibly taste before you buy. Generally, they keep a bottle in-house so that you can try something out before you purchase it. Definitely ask, because it can't hurt anything to ask, and potentially post-pandemic, you will be able to try these before you buy them. One last note, generally, these are the same price as the shelf stock or just a little bit more. Sometimes we've seen them priced pretty high, but generally, especially in price-controlled states, which we happen to be in, you will find these selling for the same price as the standard bottle on the shelf.
But because it's Buffalo Trace Month, we are going to be tasting 4 different Eagle Rares.
That's right, we've got a standard bottle of it, and we also have 3 unique store picks. They all come from Central Oregon. 2 of them happen to be from the same store. That's Bend South Liquor here in Bend, Oregon. Allison and her team were kind enough to provide a sample of their 2020 Eagle Rare store pick, and we were able to purchase a bottle of their 2021 Eagle Rare store pick. We also have an Eagle Rare store pick from East Bend Liquor here in Bend. Those are the 4 contestants. I hesitate to call them contestants.
Yeah, we're gonna rank these in order from 1 to 4, but that doesn't necessarily mean one's better than the other. We're just trying to figure out if we can pull out different flavors. Maybe we can pick out the standard one, but just how different or the same are these store picks?
Let's pick out some flavors. Let's see what appeals to us, because it's personal preference. It's all about how it hits your palate. So no matter where these wind up, 1 through 4,
they're all gonna be great.
I have a feeling they're all gonna be really, really good, yeah. So we are going to first check out the nose on these, and we will go right to left, left to right. We will do a little bit of A/B testing. This will be a fully blind tasting. I poured them, Julie mixed them around. We won't know what we're drinking, but you'll see it on screen as we go. For the record, the standard shelf stock 90 proof bottle is aged for 10 years, and it sells here in Oregon for right around $30. All right, let's get to the nose on these.
Smells sweet. Just like Eagle Rare.
It smells like Eagle Rare, right? It's got
Yeah.
that honey, leather, maybe a little caramel, a little vanilla.
This is gonna be funny.
Oh, that smells great. Glass 2.
They do smell a little
Ooh,
different.
this one's got like a spicy, maybe a spicy oak on it.
Yeah, I'm doing the back and forth already.
This one's got that Buffalo Trace cherry note cranked up to like 12 on the nose, that cherry cola.
Holy smokes. Number 3 is just sweetness. It smells so different than the other 2.
Yeah,
How
this
is
is
that
like
possible?
this is like a brown leather saddlebag that has just come across the country, and it has a little bit of cherry on it and a little bit of sweat.
I like all this.
Yeah, sweat.
You do
There's
get
sweat on that.
That Buffalo Traceness underneath it.
Absolutely. Moving on to glass 4 here.
Ooh,
Oh, gentle.
this smells a little bit like pink bubble gum.
It's sugary.
Like that.
It smells
remember
sugary.
that Hubba Bubba that
Yeah.
makes your jaw hurt after about 30 seconds?
That smells more like cotton candy than honey to me.
Mm.
It is weird. These are all Eagle Rares, wildly different. Do you want to wager a guess on which ones?
Nope.
If I had to guess after the nose test on each one of these, I think glass 1 is our standard Eagle Rare pick. The first one is the one that's that honey leather marshmallow bomb. Glass 1, should we do it?
Yay!
Cheers.
Cheers. Ooh. Wow, the cherries come through on this one. That was unexpected. It was very sweet, and then just a little hint of like cherry candy.
Yeah, that Buffalo Traceness comes through. Little oak there.
You might be right.
The vanilla, the honey. This to me tastes like quintessential Eagle Rare. This is delicious.
That's good. Ooh, I did get a little marshmallow there. I really
Yeah.
wish that this was more readily available for
Yeah,
everybody out there.
We have to acknowledge that.
Yeah, I do feel pretty lucky that we're sitting on 4 different variations.
Yeah, and we've just had no trouble getting it. Even in our travels, pretty readily available. So we do recognize that most of you out there do not have that situation. But this is the one that we happen to have the most store picks of.
Yeah.
So it's the one that wound up being tasted today.
Feels a little bit like the theme of this month, Buffalo Trace Month. Sorry you can't get it.
Sorry, guys. But down the road, we're going to do more of these as well. We've got some Elijah Craig small batch that we'll use in the future as well. Glass 2, huh? We're going for it.
Just by the nose alone, I'd be shocked if that was the standard Eagle Rare.
Pink cotton candy, cherry, oak spice. It's unique. There you go. We said it. It's unique. That's the nature of the store pick. It's supposed to be.
This one's a warmer one. Like,
drinks a little hot.
It drinks a little warmer. It tastes a little warmer.
I like the way that this one feels, the way it coats. I think that this has actually an improved mouthfeel over the first one.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, I can't say that I'm not gonna like.
I would, tasting notes on 1 and 2. We like them.
Yeah, Bourbon wants to be a part of Eagle Rare Day too.
Have a seat.
Oh,
gonna stand on Mom. Here it come. How about glass 3?
Yeah.
This is the one that was such a brown leather bomb.
And this, it's so funny, we write such different notes. This was the one that I just wrote sweet. I'm trying to keep it into one word.
Ooh, that one's interesting.
Whoa, that's different.
That's crazy.
This one is definitely not the standard Eagle Rare.
No, this is like caramelized sugar oak chips.
The flavor that I got out of that was like an old school flavor, like something that I remember eating as a kid.
Leather.
No, that's not it. Are we tasting the same things? Sometimes I think we're not.
That is a creme brulee oak and leather. It's a little bit bitter and dry on the back end. The finish of this one I'm not particularly fond of.
I will say I'm getting a little bit of that leather now. That's like three sips in, but sweet, like a sweet leather, which is maybe what you said, but it's so funny. It
sounds crazy, but there's a difference between brown leather and black leather, you know? And I'm getting brown leather on this one.
Do you want to join us? Come here. I know. Oh, you just burped. Okay, perfect. You didn't like that pickup.
Come for the whiskey tasting, stay for the cat burps.
Definitely.
Glass 4, here we go.
I wrote on the nose, pink bubblegum.
And I thought this was oak and brown sugar.
Oh, this one is oaky. This one is, and it's a dark brown sugar.
If I didn't know better, I would say that it's 1792. Either small batch or single barrel. Pink bubblegum, oak, all that stuff makes sense now. Spicy though, this one's got a kick to it.
I'm getting a little cherry. This one has a little bit of a heat to it as well, but subtle, like a subtle heat. The cat's not letting me write anything down. He's just saying no. Put his head down. He's laying down now.
This one, this spice hangs around. That's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
That's like if Elijah Craig small batch and 1792 single barrel had a baby.
I like that.
And they named it Eagle Rare Single Barrel Store Pick.
Perfect. I love it. All right, let's go back the other way. This is my favorite part.
Yeah.
Ooh, I got a little, this is so weird. We do always say this is the chameleon one, but I got a little tobacco on that this time.
And I was gonna say maple syrup. Maybe we are broken.
We are. Maybe that tobacco is the leather, but not really the same flavor, but.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it again because I wanna see if I can find that tobacco. I got all maple syrup on the tongue that time. The marshmallow showed up here. I can see why you would think that that might be the shelf stock. The shelfie.
The shelfie.
All right, glass 3, here we go.
Caramel. All I'm getting on that one is caramel. Wow, it's taken me, I don't know how long into this video we are, but it's taken me this entire time to mention caramel, which is usually the first thing that I taste.
There's like a new oak on this one. There is caramel, but I stand by that there's a bitter finish on this one. The nose is great, the palate's great. I'm enjoying the heck out of it, and then the finish turns bitter on me. Put an asterisk by it, and then I'm gonna write asterisk denotes 4th place.
Oh, really? And I thought you were gonna put it in first.
No, it's the bitterness on the finish that it just doesn't strike me as being perfectly well balanced.
So I haven't been focusing on the finish, which on our little A/B testing, which hopefully we won't bore you with, I'm gonna think about the finish on that. I'm just trying to get a little bit more flavor out of these.
I couldn't help but think about it. What's in my mouth right now, what's lingering is astringency. On to glass 2. Oh, the nose on this. It's terrific. It's so sugary.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, like, just good. You can't go wrong. You look lost in a moment.
It's so good.
Okay, well I know what's number one for him.
It tastes like simple syrup, oak, a tiny bit of leather. There's no marshmallow on this one, so I don't think that it's our standard. I usually get a lot of marshmallow, a lot of honey.
This is the spicier one. A lot of heat. It's so confusing to me.
My gums are hot from
that
this
it
one.
should have like such a nice little kickback there of heat. I do like that one. I'm confused about this one because I know that Eagle Rare shouldn't really taste like this.
Well, that's the thing, yeah. That's why it's so hard to gauge, right? They do taste like 4 totally different whiskeys. If you put a blind tasting in front of me with these 4 whiskeys and didn't tell me anything about it, I'd be guessing different brands, different whiskeys, different lines. Number 4, I would have thought 1792 for sure.
So number 1 is the one that I've gotten the most flavors out of, which also makes me think that you may be right.
It's too recognizable. I can't imagine this being anything but Eagle Rare, the standard shelf stock, the shelfie.
I think you might be right. I mean, it's the flavors are very pronounced. There's no muddiness to them. If you're gonna make one bottle that you're gonna share to the masses, you want your flavors to be pretty distinct, and this one like feels more distinct.
It would be hard to bet against this one. It's flavorful, it's aromatic, the finish is lovely, long-lasting, and sweet, not spicy at all. Typical of Eagle Rare. If we were playing just spot the Eagle Rare shelfie, I think that this is it.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna do a little bit of A/B testing.
I do like this glass one though.
Man, the nose on number 2, it's so non-Eagle Rare-y.
Ooh. 3 is actually medicinal on the nose when you go from 1 to 3.
Ooh, you're right.
It's like herbal and medicinal.
Very herbal.
Yeah.
The cat snoring.
I was just gonna ask if that was the cat or if that was your stomach.
Nope, he's snoring.
All right, attaboy. Suspicions about glass 3 for me confirmed. It's not my favorite. I like everything about it, but the finish continues to put me off.
Oh, yeah, I said that I was gonna think about the finish on these. I did it.
I'm gonna say
I would drink any of these 4 any day.
yeah. There's
not
no
one that I don't like.
no, there's no clunkers here.
Yeah, and I just want to let you know that I did the 1 to 3 because that's what you were doing, and I just took a sip of number 2, and that may be my front runner. I don't know what it was about doing that and then tasting that one.
Can I tell you what I got on it when I just did what you said?
Please.
Salted caramel on the finish. Boy, the nose on glass 4 is dynamite.
I'm not sure. I'm trying to decide.
Do you get sweet black licorice on the finish now?
I was like, I'm trying
Gentle.
to decide. I know, I'm trying to decide, like, I don't think this one is the Eagle Rare anymore.
Not the shelfie, not the shelf stock.
Yeah, I'm sorry, they're all Eagle Rare. But yes, not the shelf one, just because you're right, a little bit of licorice comes across there. It almost, this is going to sound crazy, but it almost seems too flavorful. We always talk about Eagle Rare being the chameleon in the room, where like if it's going up against something, like it kind of morphs itself into being something else. This one, it seems like it couldn't hide. Right? The flavors
That's
are
a great note.
Yeah, the flavors
Absolutely.
are so distinct in this one. If it was going up against anything else, I don't know if it would easily morph into being compatible.
In my opinion, going from 4 to 1, 3 to 1, and 2 to 1, all it's done is solidified the fact that whatever's in glass 1 is delicious.
Is that your number 1?
I think it is, yeah.
Whoa, really? Because I thought you had put 2 in front of 1.
I'm going back and forth. I'm gonna have to do another quick sample between the 2 of them.
I know. I'm sorry, guys. We'll cut out the rest of this so that we can make a decision.
Yeah, we'll edit most of this out. Unless you're a Patreon supporter, in which case, if you want to see all this stuff, it goes in the extended cuts.
I did burp earlier.
Do you want to include that?
Kind of. It's really interesting how this is coming together for me. Like always, I don't know which one's the real Eagle Rare, but...
Are you gonna do a good job though?
Well, I'm doing a good job for me and for them, but like, you know.
Well, that's all we can ask. Number 3 almost has a popcorn note on it now, like buttered popcorn.
So...
Number 4 is caramel corn.
You got popcorn and caramel corn in your last go. It's like the circus around
Should I try
here.
another one and see if there's a cheese corn in there?
I know. What else do you get at the
That
circus?
Chicago mix? Let's see what's in there.
Ooh, Chicago mix.
Garrett's Popcorn Shop, new sponsor, call me.
Yeah. Ooh, please. We're gonna be completely different on this.
I think we will, yeah.
Yeah.
This is, again, totally preference-based, no wrong answers. And again, these are all winners. They're all very, very good.
Yeah, I feel like we're being so diplomatic right now.
Well, yeah,
Like
I'm running for office. I would like to be the mayor of Bourbon Town, please.
Perfect. I'm ready.
What's your number 4?
I chose glass number 1 as my number 4.
Wow.
I know. Wow.
That's my 2nd place. All right, your 4th place, my 2nd place.
Hey. Oh my gosh, I'm nervous.
Eagle Rare Standard Shelf Stock. Wow.
You nailed that one though.
How about it? Hey, how about that?
I know.
I did something good.
Hey, and
You guys impressed?
I'm impressed.
Put that in the comments.
I know. So Eagle Rare, one of my favorite, like more daily drinkers, and maybe it was the fact that I caught so many flavors that were recognizable in it to that I didn't want to put it in first. I don't know. You don't know how your psyche moves, but.
Did you say how your psyche moves? I'm picturing your psyche doing like dance moves, like practicing in front of the mirror with a headband on. Oh, here's a treat. I'm a traditional bourbon guy. To me, that just hit my palate like, yep, that's what bourbon's supposed to taste like. I loved it. Marshmallow, honey, oak, touch of leather. What more do you want? That's great.
I feel kind of sad. Maybe people out there will be excited.
Well, you're wearing a yellow shirt. How could you be sad in a yellow shirt?
True. All right, number 3.
Number 3, what do you got?
My number 3 was my number 3, which I know is your number 4.
Yeah, that's true.
I love medicinal things. I just do.
The finish for me, I said it 50 times in this video, the finish for me, that's what did it.
Yeah, let's look at it.
I've got B.
B.
B is the East Bend store pick. So this giant bottle that's been sitting behind Julie here for the last month. You know, in the several times that we've had that before this challenge, I never noticed any astringency. I never noticed any bitter oak on the back end. You put it against these guys and there it shows up. Still looking forward to drinking that just as much as I have been looking forward to drinking it for the last couple of weeks.
I do like that like tinge toward the medicinal.
Yeah.
I just ended up liking it.
That's interesting to me because you have such a sweet tooth for everything else. For bourbon, you enjoy a little medicine.
You can't just drink candy all the time. I mean, can.
There you go. What's your second place?
Number 2, and this one actually came down to sweet versus spicy for me because I liked them both.
My number 2 wound up in first place.
Oh, it did?
Yep.
Yeah, it's the spicy. I'm not surprised because you, as you've grown to know, sweet, a little bit of spicy.
Handsome. Oh,
Spicy.
I mean spicy.
Totally.
I think that the nose is exciting and powerful. I think the finish is sweet and lovely, and the palate itself is kind of an explosion of flavor. It really appealed to me.
This is the one that I was surprised is an Eagle Rare.
Yeah. D. Bend South, the 2021 pick. That's this bottle right here, actually.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Definitely had a little bit of extra there.
Mm-hmm. My glass is actually empty because I enjoyed it so much.
It's empty.
Well, that's true.
Well, that takes us to number 1.
Who's your number 1?
For me is the number 4, which is the like uber flavor profile one. I have like 12 different flavor notes put on, and apparently that's where you win my heart.
Oh, now we know. That's my third place.
I didn't even put that together.
Not too far back.
No.
Not too far back. The top 3 were much closer than the fourth glass. The fourth glass to me kind of fell away because of the finish. The other 3 there was nothing offensive about any of them. It totally came down to taste preference.
Yeah.
So for me, that one wound up in third, not for any other reason than I thought that glasses 1 and 2 had a more suitable flavor profile that appealed to me.
Well, we were not together on this one.
No, we weren't. Let's see what is this 1792 Elijah Craig baby.
C.
Glass C. That's the, well, we should have.
No, 2020.
My powers of deduction. Bend South 2020 single barrel store pick. So go ahead and tell us what you had from 4th to 1st.
As my number 4, I had Standard Eagle Rare. As my number 3, I had the 2021 East Bend Liquor.
Sure.
As my number 2, I had the 2021 Bend South. And unfortunately, because we can't get it,
But we still appreciate it.
but we still appreciate it more than that guy. My number 1 is the 2020 Bend South Eagle Rare pick.
And for me, 4th place was East Bend. 3rd place was the 2020 Bend South pick. 2nd place was Shelf Stock Eagle Rare.
Love it.
Number 1 is the single barrel store pick from Bend South. So what did we learn?
I think what I learned is that it's really interesting how different they can all taste.
I think we learned that just because it says single barrel store pick doesn't mean that it's going to be terrifically, wonderfully, the most amazing bottle you've ever had. But you are assured to get something unique and different than what you've probably tasted before from that particular brand.
Well, is it time to say goodbye?
She wants this over with. Okay.
I'm hungry.
Hungry too. Well, this was a ton of fun.
Yeah.
And we've got one more video coming up on Wednesday. It's a Whiskey in the Van Wednesday with a final Buffalo Trace product. You probably don't want to miss it.
I
And
bet you can't guess what it is. We get a lot of heat if we didn't include it.
yeah, well, we're gonna get a lot of heat either way.
Yeah.
That's the way it is. As always, check us out on Instagram at the Bourbon Van.
Yeah.
Tell us all about your experience with Eagle Rare store picks or any other store pick. We want to hear what's the best store pick to find out there. Let us know all about it. Like, comment, subscribe, and from wherever we are,
To wherever you are.
cheers.
Cheers.